Hello, 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 everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by and visiting my channel today. I'm feeling so much better than I did the last video I made. Um, I, um, I did a lot of meditation. I kind of meditate. I went into I have a meditation room where I exercise and meditate. I continue to I've been doing my sit-ups, which helps the chemical imbalance when you're starting to feel a little down. So I've been exercising. I've been creating my meals in advance so that I'll have something, I would say, healthier to nibble on if I start having an attack. I don't feel like overeating right now, and I really feel great today. And I've heard some really interesting stories from people. For example, this morning, a young gentleman who owned a multi-family home, he was burnt out, and I thought that was it was just so sad. And then on top of that, he's also unemployed. So I think when God whispers to us and tells us things, we have to really be thankful of our own situations, no matter how dire we think they are. And his thing was, when they interviewed him this morning on the news, he said, "I'm going to rebuild and I'm going to move back in my house." And there's so many courageous people out there in the world today going through some of the similar things that I am going through. And I was coming out of the store a couple days ago, and this woman was in line with me. She didn't really strike up a conversation. I just kind of smiled and said hello to her. When I got outside, she just said, "I want to give you a big hug." And I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Okay, I'm all up for hugs." She said, "It's going to be all right." And I was like, "Wow." And she started telling me that she worked in this store. The store starts with a T. Okay, so I'm not going to take the store. T and a J. So no, T and a T. Let's see, yeah, T J and an M. So those are the only initials I'm gonna give you. But she was telling me that she was there for 15 years and she had gotten laid off. And I was like, whoa, this must be another I don't know, some universal thing here, because I was laid off too. And she was like, and it's gonna be okay, we're gonna be okay. And I never even told her I was laid off or anything. We just came outside and she just wanted to give me a hug and tell me, oh, everything is gonna be okay. And then she started telling me that right after she was laid off, that she got a phone call from someone from another family member in Florida, that her sister-in-law had just been hit by a car. And I was like, whoa, what is all of this? And she gave me her phone number and told me to call her sometime. And I was like, wow, these things that are coming at me. And I think God is telling me that even though I may feel that my situation is really overwhelming for me, that there are so many other situations out there that people are going through, and that it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. And I'm just so blessed that I've met so many wonderful people along the way, because basically, I don't know if you've read anything about my profile. I am really a very shy person. If I'm in a crowd, I'm not the one that talks. So for me to be on YouTube, it's the only reason I could do this is because I'm not around people that could really stand around and look me in the face. And it's not that I don't mind people looking me in the face, because when someone is actually speaking to me, I don't break eye contact. That is one thing I don't do. If someone is speaking to me and you're right in front of me, I do not break eye contact, because I have to feel the spirit. I have to feel that you in front of me are who you say you are. And then if I break eye contact, I'm starting to, my intuitive abilities are starting to kind of shift a little bit. So and just let me tell you what I did for my emotional eating. What I did was I went in my meditation room and I meditated. And my mom used to always say this little serenity prayer to me when I was feeling down when I was a little girl. And I'm sure some of you know that, that God grant me the serenity. So I did that. I read a few I read actually from Isaiah. I enjoy reading from Isaiah. So I read from Isaiah. And then I just kind of quiet my mind, my body, my soul. I just quiet everything down to the point of I felt almost weightless. And at that point, I felt this complete joy. And I think at that point is when the divine opened up to me and said, okay, come up out of this. You are not leaving, you're not going into this quicksand today. It's time to wake up from this situation. So once I did that, I made a cup of tea, and I just kind of regrouped. I truly regrouped. I got out into the cold and did a little more shoveling, got some air, and I just feel so wonderful today. And I feel so much energy from just being on YouTube, actually. And I really have to say that because of the fact that I spend most of my time by myself. So I don't know why I feel so much energy coming from this this particular forum, but I do. And anything anyone has to say, I'm welcome to it. And I am so thankful to people who have stopped by my website and left me some kind words. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Because I actually, when this first started, felt just completely alone. So thank you so much. And until next time.